the 4 levels of secular Tumah. Tumah means impurity. And these are the can I bring one?
Yeah.
Is there a glare?
Yeah.
Is there a glare? I'll get it for the webcam.
That's
and
great.
these are the 4. Let's familiarize ourselves with
Here,
them.
I'll hold it up.
You
so
hold
you
it
can
up.
talk.
What we have here are the 4 levels of secular impurity. Now, you might recognize what these are. These are commonly yelled anthems by liberals and secularists. You'll hear these terms a lot, okay? And this is how it works. You'll hear them screaming and shouting these things all the time. Now, I'm going to just, before I get into this, it's 4 levels going down. Okay, before I get into this, I just want to say that if you're a liberal, and you know, might be a beautiful person, you might be one of my best friends. If you're a liberal and you're looking at these things and you're saying, gosh, I really am into these 4 anthemic ideas, this is my world, I'm thinking, you know what? Judaism is probably not for you. And before you invest your whole life, whether you're going to convert, you're thinking of converting and becoming a Jew, or you're a Jew and you're thinking about...
I've got it. I'm just moving it for the cam.
Okay, and you're thinking about, I want to become more from... I'm going to do you a favor tonight. Full disclosure. Remember, Rabs is the full disclosure guy. I'm going to tell you things you don't want to hear before you invest your life in this. Because I don't think it's going to work for you. Unless you're willing to trash your previous ideas and take on Torah ideas. Unless you're willing to do that, this isn't going to be for you. You're going to have to join a watered-down version of Judaism. It's not Judaism. Because when they bring you in, by watering it down, they're not bringing you into Judaism, they're bringing you into a watered-down, diluted version, offshoot, which is usually heretical. So you're going to be the opposite, into some rebellious group going against Judaism.
Okay, the 4 levels, just in case people can't read it clearly on the cam, it's evolution, equality, gay rights, and racism.
Right. And you're going to hear these a lot in the secular world. Let's start at the top. This is the first level going south. Okay, it's called evolution. And why do I say that? Because everybody, everybody in the secular world, they go to college, they go to secular school, and that's where they hear the secularists champion and this thing of, oh, everyone believes in evolution, and that's what they champion. This is what they believe in, and there's no room in Torah for this. This goes against Judaism. Evolution goes against Judaism. There is no room. It's considered heretical. Now, there was somebody in the chat room last week who said, oh, what's the guy's name?
The Tzaddik of Torah?
No, it was a different person. I'm not going to say the guy's name. That this guy, that Slifkin, wrote a book, and if you read his book, you'll understand how there's room for evolution in
Torah.
No, that book that he quoted was banned by the rabbis.
Yeah.
All of the leading rabbis of our generation ban those books as being heretical, and you can burn them. You're not even allowed to read those books, so please don't read anything by what's the guy's name?
Nachum Slifkin.
Natan Slifkin. The Slifkin fellow wrote some books that the biggest rabbis in our generation have said are pure heresy. I want to say one thing. There's a Rav who's the Rosh Kollel over in Toronto. His name's Rabbi Miller. He wrote, even if the universe is only less than 6,000 years, you still can't believe in evolution. You still can't believe in it. Because everything that was in the first week of creation was created lamino. Everything was created at its full, complete form. That's a Gemara in Rosh Hashanah. The Rambam brings it down in Moreh Nevuchim. That's it. There's no more room after the end of the 6 days for new things. There's no more creation after the first week of creation. Evolution requires continual growth, mutation and all this stuff.
So you don't believe in dinosaurs?
Absolutely not.
What about those things they've dug up? I mean, and I've been to museums and they're these big
what
dinosaurs.
about them? So why can't God create them in the first day and put them in the earth that way?
Oh, so you do believe there were dinosaurs?
No, I believe there were fossils.
But you believe that they're like these really big creatures?
No, I believe that absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why
Judaism
has
no room for that.
created really big creatures that walked the earth for a while and then died out?
Oh, then they're not dinosaurs. Okay, wait. Dinosaurs, by definition, means prehistoric.
Right,
It means they lived for millions of years and died before man was created. There's no room in Judaism for that.
Right.
Either they were created a couple days before Adam was created,
Right.
and then they just went extinct, in which case they're not really prehistoric animals.
Yeah.
Right? They're animals that lived the same time as Adam.
Yeah.
Okay? Or God created bones on the first day, buried them in the ground, and we're digging them up now. What's the problem?
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first thing. Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one, once you cross the line and you cave into the weakness of believing in secular anthem of evolution, you've already taken the first of the 4 steps into the tar pit of the levels of Tumah. And I'm going to tell you right now, Aisha Torah has already taken the first step. This is where they are. They are now into the Tumah on the first level of impurity. Okay? Once you cross the line, like I said, it's a slippery slope down. The next one down is equality, specifically women's equality. And in the secular world, hey, women fight for their rights, right?
Fight for your right to party.
Fight for your rights.
Beastie Boys say.
You know, women want everything, right? And in Judaism,
I'm sorry, I'll hold this.
okay, in Judaism, you're going to have a problem because Torah has a definite role. Torah doesn't believe in women's equality. We're not the same as women. Men and women are not the same. We have different roles. Trying to turn a woman into a man in Judaism ain't going to work. So if you can't handle that, Judaism may not be for you. You'll see it. Here's where the rabbis cross the line. They get told by the women. And the first thing is women don't want to wear traditional clothes.
They want to wear pants.
They want to wear pants, which...
They don't want to cover their hair.
Right? It's a problem of sneas. It's a problem of
wearing what pertains to a man.
There's problems of wearing men's clothes. There's problems of sneas, like culottes are from. But how about this one? The Mishnah Berurah says you have to cover your elbows. Mm-hmm. I've heard a quote-unquote, I hate labels, but I heard a modern Orthodox leader, rabbi, right, tell, oh no, you can have it above the elbows. So he's going directly against the Mishnah Berurah. He's already crossed this line and is telling his people that's okay. Go inside a shul. Yeah. Here's where the real fun. Yeah. 25 years back, right, the question is, do you have mixed seating? Like, you know,
right.
You know, the shuls that have mixed, you know, the synagogues, they don't care. They're way past this, right?
Right.
But, you know, like, men and women have to be in separate sections, and you have to have a mechitza, a wall in between. A mechitza covers 2 parts halachically. It's supposed to prevent us from seeing women, and it's supposed to prevent us from touching women through it. So a nice, strong mechitza, you know, that's a piece of wood, let's say, that goes across, and you can't see anything or touch anything on the other side, that's a good mechitza. You go into a synagogue, and they have a wall, but you can see through it.
And you can put your hand through it.
You can put your hand through it. That's called a peekaboo mechitza. Yeah, maybe you can't touch them on the other side.
Sometimes you can.
Sometimes you can, and it does nothing. That's a room with no mechitza. So for the last 25, 30 years, this was maybe more. This was a big issue. It's like, are you gonna put a mechitza in the room? You know, and if you're not, then you know I can't daven there. It's not a from shul. Okay, so right there. Oh, another one they do is they have like, it's a big wall, but it only goes like this high. The low hurdles one. Ever been in these? The low hurdles, right? So you can just like lean over and touch a woman right there, right next to her. You know, that's a joke. I can't go in a shul like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leads to immorality.
Yeah, it defeats everything. The halacha is you have to have a good mechitza.
And why do women need to go to shul anyway? They don't.
That's another thing.
They should stay at home and make this man kugel.
Now that we get into the next thing. Now, besides fighting with that, now the women want to. Their next question. They want to lead the services. They want to become rabbis. And there's no room in Torah for a woman rabbi. I'm going to get into that in a couple weeks. But women rabbis don't exist in Judaism. So if you're going to bend the rules, you keep bending them and you end up with a woman rabbi. So basically, in this level of equality, it starts with, you telling them short sleeves, you have a problem with your mechitza, you end up with mixed seating. The women leaving the davening. Okay, this equality used to be where Reform and Conservative were hanging out. They've sunk way lower than that. Yeah. Now there's a lot of modern Orthodox who are already in this quicksand, and they're down now in the equality and at various levels. Some of them are still struggling with the mechitza, and some of them so far past the mechitza now they're dealing with the women rabbi problems. Right, and they're just moving down at a rapid pace. I'm not saying all of modern Orthodoxy is bad, so don't get all excited, because I'm sure there's some that are still like bad.